guys, I am Rebecca, this is Colin, and we have a large box here that I'm gonna let Colin talk to you about.
So basically I got tricked into buying something through Instagram. No, Instagram has an amazing ad system that I end up buying something from every single time. It's super annoying. Socks that have the pattern of old race cars on them. Beer that you get delivered instantly over the internet. No, but close. And this is actually what I found, and I decided to buy this on my own. No one sent this to me. This is from Hopsy.beer. They are a company that deliver the joys of a kegerator without having to watch a bunch of YouTube videos and tear apart a small fridge and buy your own system and clean tubes and all that other stuff. So let's just see what we have in the box here. Let me grab this. Thank you very much. We'll just assume that this is okay to open like this. Are you serious? Yeah. Oh my God, there's another box. All right. Krupp's created subcompact Hopsy system for delivering beer. So I'm actually really excited about this. Yes.
Is that the same Krupp's that does the coffee?
That is the same Krupp's that does the coffee. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So these guys didn't just go out and, you know, I like it says to do it the other way, but you know, if you've made your packaging like this, it is a full tap.
It's like a K-cup machine, so beer comes out.
It's a beer cup machine? No, it's something like that. But yeah, that's why I was really excited about this, because it's a little tabletop dispenser. Whoa, this is nice. This smells like,
It's kind of got that new car smell.
It really does.
It's like new appliance smell.
It does. This is nice. The main problem with this that I saw from, you know, other reviews online, yeah, look at that, is that this thing is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is $200. And for $200, people think, well, I can go build my own. Well, is it really worth it? Well, anything like that. And of course, the reason I jumped on it from the Instagram ad was because they were running a special that this is free. And of course, we will have a link at the bottom where you can get your own one of these for free. And you only have to buy like $40 worth of beer. I mean, it's very little beer for getting this amazing thing. And of course, it doesn't just pour, it actually cools it down. Now, it will take a couple hours to cool it down on its own, because I'm sure it's running a Peltier junction or something like that, much like the 8-bed does. Check out that review. But you can just leave these, you know, tubes, the canisters in your...
That's what's in this box.
Yeah,
right
so
here.
grab one of these, because this is what I'm really... I was curious about the size of these things.
It looks like a 2-liter bottle.
Yeah, well, 2 quarts.
2 quarts, okay.
Yeah, so what is that, about, you know, 4 pints? You know, beer, so you get about 4 drinks in here, and you just, let's see, I am not going to read the instructions because I'm not that kind of reviewer. So I'm assuming you just pop the top open on this. Yeah, so it's got the cold plate on the bottom, and it's got something that tells it that something's locked in, and it's got the little thing over here for the pump, and that should be it.
And these you can, if they do like a subscription service, right?
Or you can just buy them individually. They're
okay.
They're like $10 to $20 per, depending, and they've got stuff that you've absolutely heard of and really interesting small brew stuff that you probably haven't.
That's the kind of stuff that I would want.
Yeah, although they do have a subscription where they'll just send you X, you know, amount of beer, you know, every month, and they will tell you what they're sending you a couple days before they send it. So if you're like, I don't want that, you can tell them, obviously, so you're not just stuck. You know, because these things aren't that cheap, so you want to make sure that you're getting something that you like or something that at least you haven't tried before. Really, the joy of this is that you just get a cool thing of beer every month. You can pop it in here, and then you just have a glass or a half glass or however much you want. And this will hold the 1 pint for, I think they said, like at least a week or two once you put it in here, which is great. If it's, you know, cooling for an entire year, it's like $25 worth of, you know, electrical energy. It's not crazy.
Right.
I'm a little curious as to see how loud it is. So I do want to plug it in and just see how loud it is. It is strong enough to cool it down, but it can take like 7 to 12 hours. Is what I was reading. If you've got it like in a warm room, it's gonna take a while. Like its main job is to keep it cool.
Okay, so we will actually read the instructions. Some of us will anyway, and get these chilled up, and you know, we'll see how it works, and we will be back. Okay, so it's actually been like 24 hours since we first unboxed this. We've had one of these in the fridge overnight. Okay, so let's do this. Or at least attempt to.
Absolutely. So the funny thing is, I looked at Hopsy's little guide that they gave me, and I noticed that the picture on the front wasn't the sub that they had, and their instructions are actually of a older model sub. So I'm like, all right, well, forget this. And so then I looked at the Krups manual that came with it, and it talks about an older model of one of these where you have to like do something special to it. So I looked at the additional documentation that they sent over that specifically shows what not to pull off of this, that the Krups manual says to, but they ignored the other manual that says that you have to open the front and then do it anyway. Here's how you actually do it. Ignore everything. As usual, I was not wrong to not read any of the instructions. I probably could have just done this on my own. So the easy way to do it is that you just pop the top open, which is not that particularly easy. This thing is like stuck in there with glue or something. The top of the tap is really easy. You just pull it straight up. And the top of the tap is really just squeezing two things together. It's not actually like, you know, integral into this or anything like that. Go ahead and pop the top off of that.
This one's warm.
That one, well, not that one. So yeah, you just take the top off of this. Here's the little hose at the end. So it goes in back first, because it does actually squish in there. And then the front, yeah, I think the front goes down into that little hole. And this goes straight into there and clips in. There you go. It doesn't look like it goes in a particular way. Maybe it goes in like this. Yeah, because then the tube would go like that.
Right, that makes sense.
Okay, so you make sure the little thing is up so you're not squishing this. And also when you push it down, it doesn't try and pull the clip off. So let's squish the back end, which does squish. It actually does compress in.
Like a battery.
Like a battery. And then it goes in like that. Okay, got it. So now we're compressed in. And then once you've done it once, you just squeeze it in, just push it past, give it a little, past the resistance, push it down, make sure that the hose obviously.
And it made that clicking noise like you've clicked it into place.
Right, and the little compressor did a quick self-check. So let's make sure that this guy is back on. Okay. Oh good, and that holds the tube right where it's supposed to be, so that when I close this, it is in the right place. So we're good. What color is the light on the front?
Red.
Well, don't worry about that. It's chill. Red. Wait, red?
Yeah, it's red.
What does red mean? Oh, that's just a temperature light. We know the temperature is fine. Both have been frozen overnight. Let's just give it a shot. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the light. So let's give it a shot. All right. Just want to pour a little bit here to make sure we see how much foam is on the first part. That's quite foamy.
When you were pouring it, you didn't have the handle all the way down.
Yeah.
It was quite foamy.
Yeah. I'm going to try it on your random glass here. So I'm just going to pour it all the way down and keep it at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's a nice pour.
Yeah.
You know, you got a little bit of head on there, but not too much. That looks like a draft pour, which is really nice.
Yeah, that is exciting. So which one was this?
This was like this summer blonde ale or something.
Yeah.
I guess we don't have a thing to remind us what it is.
Yeah, you know what they need? They need like a little thing you can pull off the front and put.
Right.
Because it just says Krups on the front. It doesn't say Hopsy. It doesn't tell you what beer is in there.
Yeah, especially
I wish they
if
had
it's been in there for a week.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, I mean, you can just pop the top open and look. It doesn't hurt it to pop the top open.
Right.
But yeah, it would be cool to just like have a little sticker you could pull off the front and put over the Krups label that told you what beer it was. That would be nice.
I like that
idea. That's my pro product management tip for you right there.
I'm gonna start drinking. What time is it? Noon.
Drinking time. We're researching. We're not drinking.
Yum.
Yeah? That's delicious.
Dude.
There you go.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's really good. That is definitely a draft pour. It's exactly what I would expect to get out of a bar draft pour. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it's like sometimes you forget how good draft is versus a can or a bottle.
And I think that's really the big thing, because usually I'll drink like Boddington's, which, you know, attempts to taste like it's from a tap and, you know, does a fairly good job. But yeah, I think people forget how good a draft pour is, and I think that's really the benefit of this.
Right.
So, obviously.
So, I need to know more about the selection of beers.
Yeah, okay. It's a pretty good selection. Like, they do have some craft, they have some, you know, like Modelo, and then they have a lot of, you know, craft beers, and so...
So it's what, like $10 roughly?
10 to 20, depending on what you get. Okay. Yeah, so I mean...
So it is a small batch craft.
Yeah, so it definitely varies. And then they have packs. They have like the winter solstice pack and the summer pack and things like that. Yeah. So it's good. I think I agree with the other reviewers that I saw that buying this for $200 is a big hit, you know, on your wallet when you're already going to be essentially subscribing to a service. So I think, especially right now, we put our link at the bottom. You can get this entire thing for free, which is 1,000,000% worth it. I am so happy I jumped at this and got this, because I'm definitely going to be using this. I'm definitely going to be buying more beer for them. I don't know it's great for a big party, because there are only about, you know, 4 pints in there or something like that. So
yeah,
but it's more for like small gatherings, or more just for, again, your home use. The only problem with this is that it's the, like, once you have the ability to get draft pours at home, it would probably be really difficult to go and jump over, you know, and back to be like, oh, just give me a can of whatever.
Right.
Like, that'd be really hard. So that's the only danger in this, is that you're getting the device
You're going to be a beer
free.
snob.
Yeah. And then you're going to be like, I only do draft pours at home,
right,
with my Krups. So that's the only danger. But again, I'd highly recommend it. I love this thing. I'm going to be buying more beer from them. So yeah, I'm excited.
Me too. I think this is awesome. And I love this deal. I hope that this deal lasts like longer than, you know, a week.
Yeah,
I always fear those things.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, you know, it's a loss leader for them. They're giving this thing away because it only works with the beer that they sell, so they're hoping you buy a lot of beer, and that totally makes sense. So yeah, but this is a great device. It's quiet, even when it's running. Like right now, once it kind of cools down to the appropriate level, it's very, very quiet. Even when it's pouring, it's not loud. It looks really good. I mean, obviously
it does. It's a nice, sleek design.
It's made by Krups.
All right, I'm super excited. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends, the beer-loving friends. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.